Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Sela sugma. I'm student of English Literature Department of Universitas Dian-Swantoro, or we will usually call it as UDINUS. In this video, I was made complete summary in my final examination in my basic translation, that taught by Miss Rani Rahmanti. And then I will explain a little bit about what is translation, how the process works, the technique problem, and then the last, the solution. So please, you will stay with me until the end of this video. First of all, before I start, let me tell you about what is translation. Translation is process transferring thought, meaning, and then the message from source language to target language. Now look at the example. That's about how translation process work. This video is about the translation process work. The first one is merapikan tempat tidur, source text, and then in translation based on literal meaning, tidy up the bed, and then the translation based on collision, make the bed. The second one is dilarang menginjak rumput. In literal meaning, don't step on the grass. And then the based on collision, keep off the grass. So, how many kind of the translation? You get it. There are three kind of the translation. The first one is literal translation, communicative translation, and then the free translation. The first one is literal translation. Literal translation, in which the source language grammatical contraction are converted to the nearest target language equivalent and out of context. So literal translation interpreted word for word, but this method focusing in the grammar or the word in target language. And then the second one is communicative translation. Communicative translation, it attempts to render the exact conceptual meaning of original in such a way that both content and language are readily acceptable to the readership. Third one is free translation. Free translation, it produces the target language text without the style, without the form, or this content is original. And then speculation is free. So you must understand about what the sentences which you cannot be translated. But you must remember, although this speculation is free, you cannot change or lose the sentences which you want to change. So pay attention to the target language. Okay, next, the kind of text based on the function. There are three. The first one is expressive function, and then the second one is informative function, and then the third one is vocative function. Okay, the first one is expressive function. We can find in poem, and then in poetry or in theater performance, like this example. Friendship is like the two rings that have different shapes and blah blah blah. Yeah. The second one is informative function. We can find in science and technology or in newspaper. Yes, like this example. Pada is a species of bird originate from Central China. Panda merupakan satu spesies beruang yang asalnya dari negara Tiongkok Tengah. You get it? And then the third one is vocative text. Usually we can find in announcement or in manual book or what is it? Interaction, like this example. Don't forget to use hand sanitizer. Jangan lupa pakai hand sanitizer. It's really that like that. And then the next, how to process work, strategy and technique. The process work usually can translate, use the technology, or such as in U dictionary in Kamus School or in dictionary Merriam-Webster. Although we use the technology, if you want to make the own idea, it's much better because we can improve or explore the skill. It's making perfect, right? Because practicing is making perfect. And then the technique, like the first one is find the best equivalent, which is more popular to use. And then the second one is apply the different technique with maybe Google Translate or like that, like in your own idea, it's much better. And then the third one, divide the complete sentences into two more, it is possible. I don't know what the problem when we translation Indonesian text into the English. Okay, look at this problem after this.
It's about the problem. Translating from Indonesian into English is not an easy task as Indonesia. Indonesia is used more ideologically than English is to express ideas. By loosely, it means that the use of Indonesian often violates the rules outlined by Tata Bahasa Indonesia Baku. This even occurs in its written form, where the language should actually be formal following all the rules. As a result, an Indonesian text must oftentimes be edited first before being translated into English.
Some solution that can prove that overcome the problem I exposed earlier at this point. The first one is now about Tata Bahasa Indonesia Baku. And then the second one is know English rules or type of text. And then the third one is understand about double text you translate. And then the last is include the example or different example as the previous discussion will be preferable. Okay, that's all. Thank you for watching until the end of this video. Goodbye.